So it's a tragedy. What happened to Trayvon Martin? 17-year-old kid visiting his dad and stepmother in a gated community. Decided to go to a convenience store to pick up a little snack. So he picks up some Skittles and an Arizona green tea. You know, there are no words to describe what's happened to this child. 17. He was just 17. 17 years old. Shot because a self-appointed neighborhood watchman, at the head of the organization and for the community that Trayvon was in, calls the police and says there's a suspicious black kid in the neighborhood. And now, sad thing is, George Zimmerman is a psychotic racist. I have to say, this goes along the lines of racism. You know, I don't know what bizarre world George lives in, but you know, in my world, a can of Arizona green tea and a bag of Skittles are not weapons. They aren't weapons. And now there's this bullshit excuse from some people who are saying, oh, he was shot because he had a hoodie. Are you fucking kidding me? So you're going to let this murderer walk away because the kid was wearing a fashionable piece of clothing? That has got to be one of the dumbest things I have ever heard in my life. You know, it's sad. It's sad because this man committed a murder, and people are going to say he didn't. No, he committed murder. He murdered, George Zimmerman murdered Trayvon Martin, a 17-year-old who was 145 pounds, did not know who this man was walking to a convenience store to get some snacks. He was wearing a hoodie and it was raining. And the police specifically told Zimmerman, we are on our way. Do not follow this person. We have units on the way. And he still calls them, keeps them on the line. He follows Trayvon with a loaded gun and shoots Trayvon in the chest. George Zimmerman is a murderer. There is nothing that can justify what he did. Nothing. Shooting a 17-year-old kid. who is black and was wearing a hoodie. There's nothing to justify that. There's absolutely nothing that will justify shooting someone for that reason. I do sadly have to say, this should be charged as a hate crime. And George Zimmerman is a murderer. Justice must be brought. Justice must be given to this child's family. George Zimmerman should either rot in prison, or if the state of Florida has it and he can get it, some more severe punishment for his heinous crime against a 17-year-old child who did nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong.